Citizens of the Reject Nation, it is time to watch Dredd. Neither of us have seen. We did just watch Judge Dredd. We had a very particular time with. If you didn't watch that, go check that out. It's available right now. Now, I had a good time with it. He had a good time with it, but we both acknowledge, boy, oh boy, was that not the best of movies. We've heard this one is, however, so please leave a like on this video so we know that you liked the good Dredd, because we hear it's great. Now, I'm excited to watch more action movies. Let us know in the comments what action movie you think we should watch next, because we're very excited to do so. And speaking of wonderful, sexy rejects, the patrons get this whole shebang. They can watch not just our resting faces, but our resting Dredd faces. So head on over to Patreon and become a super sexy reject, and you can watch this front to back, beginning to end, without gaps, in its entirety. Without further ado, it's time to grimace. It's time to see what justice prevails. It's time to judge Dredd.
America is an irradiated wasteland. Within it lies a city.
Cool. Mad Max vibes.
The cursed earth. Inside the walls, the cursed city.
So stark.
Stretching from Boston to Washington, D.C. An unbroken concrete landscape. 800 million people living in the ruin of the old world.
I love how it feels like Dredd, the emotion.
Immediate Dredd.
Yeah.
And I love how there's no flavor to the architecture. It's just bleh.
Yeah, no, it's ground.
Mega City 1.
Awesome.
Convulsing, choking, breaking under its own weight.
I think I'm gonna love this movie, Coy.
I'm very happy so far.
Only one thing fighting for order in the chaos.
What cool production
The men and
design.
women of the Hall of Justice.
Stark but interesting.
Yeah. Make it realistic, more real, grounded.
Juries. Executioners. Judges.
Nah.
Shots fired.
It's like they use real city shots and then they impose VFX over it. Yeah.
And they added, like, cloned buildings to make it look neutral.
Dredd control. In pursuit of vehicles, Sector 13.
Just got goosebumps.
Suspects are under the influence of narcotics.
That bike is awesome.
Are they doing illegal substances?
Those are drugs.
That are fake YouTube. It is not real.
That is visually stunning.
But
I
yeah,
love that.
this looks very appealing.
I said we got a judge there too! Think of her with that me!
I am the
I like how that van looks smelly.
The entire atmosphere feels very palpable.
Yeah, the production design is gorgeous on this.
Oh my god! I love it! I love how real that situation that was.
Oh,
Just
Herb's just wiped out an innocent. I'm taking him down.
a reason for the escalation,
Yes.
unlike Stallone. Yes.
what a shot! Judge their asses!
judgment. Oh, they're judged.
Yeah, he judged the hell out of them.
Control. Paramedics to my GPS. Multiple wounded and bodies for recyc.
There's like a Dawn of the Dead vibe about this right now.
Oh, that's a good call.
Release the hostage, unharmed, and I guarantee you a sentence of life in an ISO cube without parole.
Oh, he's negotiating? What is this?
This isn't my Dredd.
You aren't a very good negotiator, Judge. You got no leverage.
Leverage is your life, dumbass.
Negotiation's over.
I'll kill the bitch!
Yeah, I heard your hot shot.
Whoa! Holy God!
Oh! Just microwave that guy's face.
This feels like when someone makes a great fan film.
I was thinking that. It feels like a student film, but like,
But one of
with
those
love.
like great ones you catch on YouTube. That you're like, this should be a feature.
They did it.
Yeah.
Cassandra Anderson, 21, born in a block 100 meters from the radiation boundary wall. At age 7, she lost both parents to residual fallout cancer. As is usual with orphans, she was given a judge aptitude test at age 9.
I care about her now.
How many people are observing you?
2.
What can you tell me about the person I'm with?
What just happened?
She has powers?
Male, another judge.
Oh, she's a psychic.
I can feel anger and
Or
control.
some type of empath psychic?
The radiation?
I want you to take her out. Give her one day in the field, supervised. See if she makes the grade. Chuck her in the deep end.
It's all a deep end.
District 9 also had that why doesn't everyone make movies like this student film way. Is that Lena Headey?
Yeah, I heard she was in this.
Oh.
That
That's
is gorgeous.
awesome.
That is really gorgeous. What is this fake drug that slows down everything?
And sparkles it.
We got trouble.
They were selling Sternhammer product on my level. I warned them off with a beating a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, I love this guy.
Yeah, me too.
He looks like Luke Cage right now.
Chain, yellow, black jacket.
Skin him.
Skid him.
Whoa.
Are they going to show that? I don't know if I want to see that.
Hit him with a little slow-mo first.
Is that what it's called?
They're gonna make him feel it for longer? Oh, that's so evil.
Ah!
Slow-mo
I just picked up
and
on it.
You're like, wait, there's ramifications to
I
that
was
drug
more
action.
like, that's what it's called.
Oh, that's so evil.
Holy crap.
Oh, so he lives the fall longer. Oh, are they gonna do that?
How does that even work? Because your body is actually, I don't understand.
Your perception of time is altered, unlike many hallucinogens.
But if you fall, your body would hit the ground before, you know what I mean?
But your perception would be slower on the journey. So, like, time is relative. So, we feel that was insane.
There's so many.
They skinned him and then tossed him.
12 serious crimes reported every minute, 17,000 per day. We can respond to around 6%.
Which 6%?
Your show, rookie. You tell me.
Peach trees, multiple homicide.
Direct to control. We'll take peach trees.
I like how this one actually feels like an anti-hero.
Yeah.
Versus Stallone. Just like unhinged.
Just murderous.
Out of control freak, yeah.
Judgment.
Vagrancy, 3 weeks ISO cubes. But prioritize murders?
Correct.
But prioritize murders?
Ew. Damn. The makeup in this movie.
It's a coal burn from a slow-mo inhaler.
Only just hit the grid, but it's making big waves.
I love the title of that.
Slow-mo.
Guess it felt like a long way down.
Oof.
Wild. That is haunting.
Drugging someone so they suffer more is so messed up.
It's gonna be like, okay, yeah. People said it was. I remember, like many years ago, people said it was like Die Hard, because going up.
Oh, is it one place?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, they're here now.
Yeah, they're going up the building. Yeah. Sorry for ruining it for you.
Thanks, Greg. Just tell me the plot.
I heard that too. It's not
I
ruining the
haven't
movie
seen
for me.
immediately tells plot.
Yeah.
I think it's a punishment killing. Someone's trying to send a message.
Don't with the Mama clan.
The Mama clan.
We have her on record from old days.
Madeline Madrigal.
But that's her, a.k.a. Mama.
Ah, clever.
Her trademark is violence.
Jesus. I love how gory this is.
So intense.
The victims are registered to apartments on level 39, so perps will be in the vicinity.
Find out where the clan operate on this level and hit it hard.
What a great exposition tool.
They just learned about this empire. They're like, we're taking them down right now.
It's ours.
Wondering when you'd remember you left your helmet behind.
Sir, a helmet can interfere with my psychic abilities.
Like Magneto.
Think a bullet might interfere with them more. You ready?
Yes, sir.
You don't look ready.
Just adrenaline, sir.
I love the weird pairing of these two.
Yeah, they're great. Cool.
Gnarly. How did they shoot this?
Is it on like a phantom that's then slowed and lit different?
Yeah.
Oh!
I love it. Dude, icky. What beautiful violence.
Such beautiful violence. Oh, look at the mirror shot! Ugh.
Requesting meat wagon to Peachtree's level 39. We have 4 bodies for recyc and 8 live for the ISO cubes.
Let's get him cuffed. Move.
It's cool
Meat
that
for recyc,
it's
man.
cool that Dredd is the constant and she's going to be the one on the character arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the exposition that comes from it.
Look, God.
Why?
Don't even give you time to look away.
Save me a lot of paperwork if you just confess right now.
Is that Domhnall Gleeson? It's baby Domhnall Gleeson.
I think you're right. Yeah.
This would be super early Domhnall Gleeson.
Judges. No. Caleb, there's a problem on level 39.
Or is it the guy from Cabin in the Woods?
Fran Kranz?
Yeah. I don't know.
I think it's Domhnall Gleeson.
Yeah.
Redhead racist.
If they're taking him in, he'll talk.
What are we gonna do?
We're going to take back King's Landing.
Whoa. That was sick.
Cybernetic enhancements.
Hacker man hacking.
Ghosts. Two.
I see why people want a sequel to this.
Control room is secure.
Yeah, I'm trying to find things to criticize to make sure people know we're not promoting jack shit on this channel.
Oh, well, this movie that didn't get a sequel, that
It's
didn't do
so
well,
good.
sure is good.
I just want to check you were notified about the DEF CON systems test today. If you check the,
I've got nothing.
We are good to go right now. I've got my supervisor breathing down my neck.
Wow, she is intimidating.
Yeah.
Hall of Justice and all emergency services are notified to ignore your status. You can run the test anytime you like.
Wow.
She didn't even,
She didn't even have to
do
move.
much.
Like,
Just-
wow.
Just so cold.
Sir, he's thinking about making a move for your gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a given.
He just changed his mind.
Yep.
Yep.
There's really good humor here.
For protocol accessed.
That doesn't sound good.
Blast shield initiated.
Blood smear.
Warned you. Get up. You're headed for the cubes.
Stand clear of doors.
Oh. You know, if that homeless guy wasn't there, they could have walked out those doors by now.
Yep.
Damn, the DP for this movie just did such a great job.
Yeah, I want to know what else they did. This is so good.
You're patched in.
I am the law.
That's his cameo, voicing Lena Headey.
Somewhere in this block are 2 judges. I want him dead. Until I get what I want, the block is locked down. All clan, every level. Not the judges down. Everyone else clear the corridors and stay the f out of our way until the shooting stops.
I love how there's like a soft coldness in her voice.
Mama.
It's like a posturing, sympathetic tone.
Matriarchy of like malice.
Yeah, it's so good.
You're on assessment, rookie. Call it.
Man, I would
Multiple armed
not.
targets, obstructed line of sight. Gas grenades?
Respirators.
I love the respect he still shows.
Yeah.
It's like, you're still an assessment. I'd be like,
We're about to
I'd be like, to
die.
hell with assessment.
But that's how bad every day is.
Yes! Hell yeah.
The score
The
is great.
score is phenomenal. The synth score is amazing.
There's 10 of us. Only 2 of you.
10 seconds to comply.
Judge. You got 5.
Thanks for the heads up.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
A flash grenade in this world.
What are you waiting for, rookie? His crime is attempted murder of a judge. His sentence is death.
Yes, sir.
She's empathetic.
She is in his head, like, oof. It's so hard to see someone's thoughts and then end them.
Yeah, and I like how you didn't cut to what his thoughts were.
You just felt it.
Watched it with the acting, yeah.
I know that's the shit you're talking about.
Kathy.
Oh, that's great. Great choice.
We're not gonna hurt you.
You don't want to snitch on them. They'll just come shooting up that place.
That's so clever.
Secure the woman somewhere she can't raise any alarms.
We can't. She has a baby asleep in the next room.
They're a father?
She's out there looking for us.
Oh my God.
I'm not raising any alarms. If the men out there don't know where you are, you won't be killing them. There's a service elevator near here.
Wait a minute.
The sign
Genius.
says it's broken, but
The script is so good. It's why you gotta pay your writers.
Because they write good things.
it works as long as you're hitting a button above level 75. I just want you off my level, away from my family.
It's so realistic. Makes so much sense.
What an efficient way to make it like even more personal and to make the choices make sense.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And they just upped the stakes for every civilian. They made
So
every death more
good.
impactful.
So good.
You meet one family, so you've met them all. So genius.
And there's like such an efficient way of the
Oh, and it was the guy she killed.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Shit.
Full lockdown. They're going nowhere.
I tried to do this clean, but they wouldn't let me, so now we do it messy.
Take him back to the main lobby. Hold position behind the elevator shaft. Be a good place to defend. If I don't come back and you get cornered, you might not want to get taken alive.
That is good. That is true.
Yeah, I heard about your kind. Kind of hard to believe it's real. Like, what am I thinking about right now?
Oh, my God.
I'm picturing a violent sexual liaison between the two of us in a pointless attempt to shock me.
But I wasn't trying to shock you. I was trying to shock you out of thinking about this.
What are you thinking about now, huh?
God, I love how ugly this world is, but
It's
so gorgeous
so
at the same time.
Gross and real.
Fire!
God damn.
Getting a lot of people killed, Judge.
Her just standing next to these turrets.
Oh,
fuck.
Get back!
This is a little excessive.
I like that you actually feel the stakes, even though we know they have to make it.
Yeah.
Hayeks! Move!
Cool, clever.
That gun has good voice isolation recognition.
And all that gunfire still hurt them.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that we're with people we met. This is great.
They're out. But they're at the top of the building. Thought they
It's a
were
good thing the skate park is here to catch us.
They're on the ground floor.
Oh, no. 39th or whatever?
Yeah, okay.
But that was clever. They established how high up the skate park was.
I forgot about that, yeah.
Comms are back on. Control, do you copy?
God, look at that shots, man.
If they come for us, we've got nowhere to go.
Copy that. Backup is on its way. Just stay alive.
Good advice.
Thanks, lady. Also effective.
I love how ominous of a figure he is.
Your gang locks down the whole block. Massacres an entire quadrant of men, women, and children just to take out 2 judges.
Oh, man.
Think if we'd executed you on the bust, Mama would have let us walk out of here. She's afraid of what you might say, and that's got me curious.
Damn, do you have shark teeth?
He goes, yeah, what did they do to make those look like that?
Yeah.
You!
He's so good at acting with his mouth.
It is one of the actor's instruments, Colin.
Yes. But, like, they've taken away all of his other instruments. It's very impressive.
Welcome to the inside of your head.
Do what I like.
Sure.
Figured that would shut you up.
Hey, I can play mind games too.
That flush moment. The way they capture that footage looks like a snuff film.
That was unpleasant.
Peachtree's is the manufacturing base for all the slow-mo in Mega City 1. Mama's controlling the production and distribution across the whole city.
Interesting.
Stand right here.
Right by this flag. Judgment.
Open the blast door right now.
We've had a software malfunction, and I've lost control of the system.
You better get control fast.
Thank you.
She's so terrifying.
It's like she knows getting him to be afraid gets him to think faster.
Mm-hmm.
Keep moving and attempt to avoid further detection or find a place to defend.
What about we attack?
Is that an option?
Well, she's guilty. We're judges.
I don't think I've ever seen a movie where like a building is a city.
It's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and the way they play with like the different lenses and cameras, so neat.
Freeze!
Why?
I'll shoot you.
With the safety on?
It isn't.
How do you want it, kids? Body bags or juve cubes?
Stun!
Very different than Stallone.
Stallone would have murdered them.
Right in the face.
Sucks they really need that guy alive.
Yeah, why wouldn't they kill him now? They know everything.
Because they still need a confession and shit.
Yeah, for the law.
You're so...
You can't like infiltrate his mind right now?
Break
Can't
him.
Xavier at that
Yeah,
point
right? Like
earlier?
break his mind. Maybe because she's under duress. It takes concentration, I'm assuming.
Come on! Come on, you bitch!
Yeah. Karl Urban must have stood in the mirror for so long going, how can I communicate emotions?
Now then, what am I gonna do with you?
You're going to do nothing. Did you let yourself get taken like the dumb you are?
But I...
You dead, man.
If you let him talk, I can trace which terminal he's using. You'll know exactly where he is.
Inhabitants of peach trees.
Do you think he'll say, I am the law?
I hope at the end.
This block operates under the same rules as the rest of the city. Mama is not the law. I am the law.
Yeah! It was like,
Seconds
this
later,
feels like the scene he'll say
it might happen.
Any who obstruct me in carrying out my duty will be treated as an accessory to our crimes. And as for you, Mama, judgment time.
He's only 10 levels below a South Quad balcony, Terminal 5.
They got him.
Yep.
He's dead.
Obviously.
It's not him.
Incendiary.
Yes. God, the way they take advantage of the reflection in his visor.
Such good work. All the over the shoulders are amazing too. Usually it does not work. They've done like 5 of them. They're all great.
How the f we gonna stop this guy?
Call 911.
I really love the way Lena Headey plays the role. Like, it really could have been a cliche performance.
Yeah.
But she brings some, like, messed up depth to it. It's like, dude, you can feel a past with her.
She's terrifying.
Yeah.
You're standing outside.
Block's under lockdown. Now function with their defense system.
Open up. Now.
Oh, well, they're all dead.
Yep.
Judge dead.
2 judges trigger a turf war. Judges die in pursuit of duty.
And the perps who killed the judges.
Lay it out here. Sounds right.
Excuse me.
Oh, she owns these cops.
This killing's all about one gang, the Marmar clan. I'd say at least one of your 2 judges is still alive.
You prepared to testify to that?
Sure.
Oh, Dredd's gonna have to kill these judges.
Judges.
Judge the judges?
Oh, who judges the judges?
Who influences the influencers?
Dredd.
Who watches the Watchmen?
1 million credits.
A million?
You have a problem with the judge. You know who he is?
No.
I do. 1 million.
That's Rico.
Third act introduced.
I'm his clone brother.
Very big twist.
Where's the other one? The rookie.
We got her here, alive.
Make her dead.
If you're gonna be a judge, we gotta talk like this.
I have good lip control.
It's part of the qualifications to becoming a judge.
It's the final test. That's what Olivia Thirlby didn't pass. She still has a nice voice.
A lot of the women with helmets don't talk for a reason.
Those 3 points are voice-based.
Oh my God, he runs low on bullets. Stakes! See, like a lot of yellow lighting. I think it's meant to symbolize it.
I have noticed a bit of it. It also makes me think of like a smell. Like yellow is always like
piss,
rot, or piss, or like acrid.
Yeah,
or like a basement.
Yes,
it's no purple and green. I'll tell you that much.
That's so Secret Invasion. I wonder if this was shot on like HD film, if there is such a thing.
Extra print quality film.
Yeah.
I think it's digital. I just think it's incredible.
I mean,
think
at
it's like
times
a nice...
it looks like film, and at times you could tell the HD camera.
Yeah, feels like a Red Dragon or something like Finchery though.
Identify yourself.
Chan, Sector 9.
Dredd, Sector 13.
Responding to a 1024.
Oh, he knows what's up. Nope, he doesn't know what's up.
You alone?
Negative. 3-man squad closing on my vector right now.
2 of us called in the 1024. Wondering why you didn't ask about the other one.
Let's move it.
So smart.
Choke on it, Dredd.
Ouch.
Oh. Oh.
Oh my God, he that is gross.
This movie makes me feel things.
I hope Dredd cries. You were supposed to stand for something. You betrayed the law.
You were meant to judge.
I always wanted one of these. This is, whew. You got any last words, bitch?
Yeah. The Titans. Remember the Titans.
That's funny. I was gonna ask you that.
Yep.
Oh.
Let's see it. I remember from the first movie. And they were like...
We had prior exposition.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sweet.
I've got the girl cold. I see her first, I shoot her. She sees me first, she hesitates. Then I shoot her.
I bet these judges are stunt performers.
They have that energy.
Yeah. Tribe Call Quest. Oh my God, refill. Or is that just all slow-mo?
I think it's all slow-mo, but the gold caps, I thought it was bullets too.
Yeah.
Universal bullets. Just what I need in this video game.
What's the price of a judge these days?
$1 million. Split 4 ways.
3 ways now.
Doesn't sound like much. To betray the law, betray the city.
Scumbags.
Rapid fire.
Damn it.
Oh.
Incendiary. Armor piercing.
I love this.
Fire axe.
Yes.
Oh.
two-way split. If you hadn't just run out of bullets.
Can a judge grab another judge's gun?
I think it's their ID because then they could
It has to be
frame
specific
somebody
ID.
else.
Okay, yeah. Like how Rico framed.
Exactly, because the DNA, because he was a clone. We watched the first one.
I'm your backup.
Psychic! With the helmet. The
Oh,
helmet. Oh, never mind. Okay.
No, it only blocks her, like it's an output.
Okay.
Not like Magneto.
Armor piercing.
Ooh.
That was a well done reaction moment.
I did not expect this.
Wait. Judge Dredd. The Judge Dredd.
He don't beg.
Finally gets on the wrong end of a gun. And what he says is wait.
Buying time.
I mean, wait for what? Wait for me to change my mind?
I don't know.
Wait for another 2 or 3 seconds of life because you're so fucking weak you just can't stand to see it end?
All you had to say was wait, and this guy's coming.
Is he playing with his ego?
Yes!
Wait for her to shoot you. Basic field dressing.
Judge Dredd becomes a predator.
Ugh.
I love like the scuzziness and the sweat.
Ugh.
Yeah. This movie must have flopped hard to not get a sequel.
Yeah, people are clamoring for it 'cause it's great.
It's awesome, yeah.
It's so like tactile. It's so
Yeah.
gushy.
Ready?
Yeah.
You look ready.
Haha. That's a good callback. I like that. This movie's very viscous.
Yes.
It squelches wetly.
No! Please don't shoot me! Please don't shoot me!
Squeal pig.
Mama's in her private quarters, but it's behind 10 inches of steel. So you can't get in there without the keypad combination. I can give that to you.
Tita.
I'm sorry.
He's a victim.
Get out of here.
Abetting a felon is not just a fail offense. It's a crime.
He's a victim, not a perp. And until my assessment is formally over, I'm still entitled to dispense justice. And that's what I just did.
I love you.
You are the law.
By law, I pronounce us husband and wife.
Mrs. Dredd.
Awesome. Great. Great use of the shots. Oh, man.
And this training you just see, like the co-working because they're training, is genius.
It's just got that icky cyberpunk vibe.
Yeah.
Fucking love it, man.
Oh, she like magnetized the room?
Guess so.
You think I didn't know I'd get busted someday? Goes with the territory. This entire level is rigged with enough high explosives to take out the top 50 stories.
Oh, God.
It's a transmitter synced to my heartbeat. My heart stops beating. The building blows. Put your gun down.
If he hits her with slow-mo, he could get her out of there. How is he gonna? I have no idea what he's gonna do.
What are the next moments? Yeah, you're right.
We're a kilometer above ground. What do you figure the range is on that thing? Gotta get through 100 levels of concrete? How about 200? Let's find out.
Oh, and he threw that guy off the building in front of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a warning sign.
Your crimes are multiple homicide and the manufacture and distribution of narcotics. How do you plead? Defense noted.
Oh my God, he just smashed her through it. That's neat. The beginning of the movie, you see her
Do this.
killed. Yeah, but this time you got to see it in her POV.
And yeah, where they saved
Yeah.
the POV for this. And then you see all the carnage she caused.
Yeah. There's something strangely tragic about all this. Oh my God. Do I want to watch this?
I don't know yet. I don't. Oh!
Ground POV.
They made us the splat.
I love gore, and then sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I want to look at it.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the guy just shot her, right? There was no magnets. My brain just went like, how'd she get shot?
I guess that's the case. Just the depiction of Mama's backstory reminds me of real life criminals I've heard of, like kingpin women who like,
Yeah.
you know,
Turned that into their own pain and put it back out.
Your assessment's now over.
You did okay. She didn't want to be a judge in the end.
So what happened in there?
Drug bust.
Looked like you've been through it.
Perps were uncooperative.
So how did she do?
She's a pass.
If she wants it.
Tune in to the movie that should have gotten made, Dredd 2.
800 million people living in the ruin of the old world. Only one thing fighting for order in the chaos. Judges.
Hell yeah. Brilliant. They credited the creators of Judge Dredd first.
Before anybody.
Yeah.
Much like the first one, it loved the comic, which I respect. That's incredible.
That was brilliant.
I've never seen that in a credit first.
Pete Travis.
Who are you? I love you. Alex Garland.
Oh, wait. I remember hearing the story behind this. Is Alex Garland. There was issues that happened with the directing, and Alex Garland pretty much was the one who actually ended up really directing this movie. One of those cases where it was like, I forget what, I remember hearing that forever ago. But yeah, this was like really Alex Garland was.
I mean, he's one of my favorite directors working, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, a lot of the visual.
But that also makes sense why I never saw directed Alex. Like,
Yeah.
I've looked at his filmography 100 times and I've never
Yeah.
seen directed by.
Everyone knows that he pretty much directed this.
Oh, it is incredible.
No
Man,
wonder
that was
this-
cool.
No wonder the script was so good. too.
Yeah, I'm like every
I was like,
line in the
this
world
script is
building.
so good. Yeah.
Alex Garland. Jesus, that was incredible.
I mean, I feel like we pretty much, our commentary alone pretty much
said what we felt.
Said
in
a
this
lot
film.
of what we would say in the review portion of this.
It was just an hour and a half review.
But yeah, the mad respect to Karl Urban for not taking his mask off the entire time.
Not a single. That was the least like diva. Like he didn't at any point need to be like, I'm Karl Urban under here.
Yeah, you would never. If I didn't know it was Karl Urban, I probably would have been like, "Who is this guy underneath the mask?"
Or if I'm not plugged into the industry, if I'm just a person that watches movies, I would have been like, man, a stunt guy finally got his break.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you know what I mean?
Even if I
Concept artist Jock, that's who I was talking about last week.
Oh,
they gave
yeah.
him credit.
Awesome, hell yeah. I mean, even if as someone who is pretty much plugged in, I still would not have guessed that was Karl. I wouldn't have guessed that was Karl Urban. Basically, is what I'm getting at. I would
Yeah.
have been like, I have no idea who that is underneath the mask, and I love
Proving
that.
Batman is possible.
Yeah, no, that was awesome.
That was so good.
He had to do a lot with just.
He literally just scowled his way through an hour and a half.
Matt, what can I emote? Like he must have looked. I wonder if he didn't
much
have the
acting he
mask.
did.
If he didn't have the mask on, how silly he might actually look. Because he probably had to kind of do it a little extra.
Was that one other judge that shot him through the back, like literally did so much big mouth acting? He was doing the like lips out, but it was great because it worked.
Yeah, man, I loved it.
This is like one of my favorite action movies, I think.
This is one of I think my favorite films I think we've covered here
Yeah.
on the channel. Yeah.
That was sensational.
It was wildly impressive. It was very tight. It was like the perfect runtime for this story. Didn't feel too short, didn't feel too long.
I cared about everybody, and it didn't feel overdone, overcooked. The dialogue was that 80s dialogue I love, but a little bit more, aged up to today. But those zingers were there.
Yeah, there's a nice pulp to it.
You calling the I am the law right when it's about to happen made me so happy. I was like, it's here! It's here!
I was really happy he's covered it.
I'm glad we watched the first one first. Because I would not have enjoyed watching that next.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
You know what I mean?
Oh, that would have been a nightmare.
But we got cool moments like the gun. We got the
I don't think I
throwback
could
lines.
ever go back to
No.
that way. Yeah.
But we got cool like throwbacks with the lines of dialogue, some of the world building. But we also got like watching it first, the robot, which we loved, and things that I might not have enjoyed as much. If I'd seen this first, I'd been like, what are we doing? So I'm really glad we watched the first one first. But this may be one of the best remakes, period.
Well, it's not a remake.
Continuations.
It's just
But it's not quite a sequel.
It's like you wouldn't call Batman Begins a remake of the Batman.
That's true. One of the best redo adaptations.
Yeah.
Because it really
there has
did.
to be a category for
Yeah,
that.
what is this?
Yeah.
Because it's not a reboot, really. I guess kind of. Anyway, incredible. It's Johannesburg, so it did have some District 9 flavor.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So this is everything I love about action movies with a certain budget range that I want them to make more of. And I really wish it did better because I want another one of these.
The one thing
Oh,
that
yeah,
I
what
was
was the
trying to
thing?
say, the one thing that I kind of craved was a tiny bit, and I think it would have just been the one thing to really add an extra element to it, was I never really feared for Dredd. That normally that is a major hindrance for me in an experience like this, and it wasn't here. I think that would have just been the next extra bit of propulsion for me. Because like a bit of that John Wickness, where he's like, he's really fucking struggling, John Wick. Like even though he's gonna be fine, John Wick's gonna be fine. A big part of the selling point is like he's just like really having to push through. And then for something that is even referencing the plot of Die Hard, John McClane really
Always
struggling, pushing through. And he had like one moment here where he's going up against the judges and he gets shot, but he heals up pretty fast after that.
I thought in that moment he might actually die.
Oh, really?
I was like, maybe she becomes the Dredd. Like for a moment, I was like, I wonder if he's like, you are the law. Like I thought we'd like,
this is woke culture rooting everything.
Oh yeah, but I was like, he hands her the helmet. We see Karl Urban. They ruined the whole thing. I'm Karl Urban. But like there was
Judge Dredd.
there was a brief moment, but it was like 3 seconds.
Your mind really went off.
I really was like, what's gonna happen?
I didn't buy it for a second. No.
Yeah, no.
I was like, okay, she's gonna show up.
He has like perfect hair, Karl Urban.
Yeah.
It's like what's it called, Lord of the Rings, Karl Urban looking handsome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't once. One of the most impressive things to me is I now see Karl Urban so much as Butcher, and at no point did I think of that during this.
Well, the dude's got range, man. Remember him in Star Trek?
Oh no, he's incredible. Bones
Yeah.
is so funny, but
Yeah.
like I've been watching The Boys a lot. Like
Yeah.
that's been hours of my life. And I haven't watched a lot of Karl Urban like since because he's been playing it so long. I was so afraid I'd hear the gravel, I'd see the grittiness, and I'd be like, oh, it's Butcher with a helmet. Nope.
No, and it's pretty cool how he can play that action hero, the rough voice, stoic delivery, action hero, but still feel like he brought something. He brought something different to it.
Yeah, it was like a different anti-hero, gritty. Like it was all the pieces that a lesser actor could have made similar.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt about all the characters. Right down to
Lena Headey, man. Woo!
Lena Headey especially. I love some good true crime docs. And she reminds me of a lot of those real life people who had like abusive ass pasts as they establish here, and then convert that pain into power and criminal underworld, criminal lifestyle.
It doesn't go well, and then they get revenge on society.
I thought she really brought a realism to this larger than life scenario. They all did.
A cold mercilessness that felt like she had gone through it to get to that point. Like there was a weight and a history to her performance.
And I love the dynamic between because that is a typical dynamic. Men in Black has it. Experienced senior agent and rookie agent,
right?
Like it's a common trait dynamic for certain movies, and I thought that instead of like let's make one really colorful personality and one a straight shooter or something, they they managed to keep it just so in tune with the world and give very specific portraits to these two characters without trying to how do we make this more fun or punchy?
Yeah.
They've found ways to make it more engaging and fun, and I like the chemistry between them, but it never relied on a cliche sense of chemistry.
At any point.
A lot of it was done in a very laconic way. Like, they did so much without having to explain, but you could pick up on it. Yeah.
They trusted the audience a lot, and that's one thing I talk about a lot in movies I love is when they trust the audience, and I really love that scene when she saves the judges because she wants them off her floor. Like that scene with the one family we meet saves so much time. And there's so much where it could just be like, if you live here, you're bad. And they didn't do that, which I love.
And as for a comic book movie, talk about a visual experience that relies not just on a visual experience, but visual storytelling. I feel like I like Zack Snyder films more than you generally. I like my affinity for them is a little bit higher.
A little stronger,
yeah. But I did have certain points. I mean, just take for example the use of the drug slow-mo.
Yeah.
It's better. It's like a lot of it was like, this kind of feels like those Zack Snyder visuals, but better justified.
It was stunning.
Yeah.
Because why would that happen as often?
A lot of the crazy visuals that they would choose of how to mix it up felt within the scene and within the storytelling. You know,
it was like the third shootout, or it was like they're reinventing another shootout. Like there kept being moments where they had a shootout and then 5 minutes later there'd be another one, but it was a completely different dynamic, but it didn't feel like a different movie. It also still felt like the same stunt style and the same action that someone trained in a way would do, but they shot it so differently that I was like, more different.
Yeah.
It just stayed exciting. This was exceptional.
The locked off shots, the POVs, like the moment with the flash grenade.
Yeah. It reinvented a lot of cool action, much the way that like Jason Bourne showed you could do like a fight differently or a stunt chase car scene differently. This did that with like gun fu without it being gun fu. It did a lot of new element with shootouts.
Yeah, it sucks you into I love a good like ugly dystopian beautifulness. and I think this really manages to capture that. Like it felt immersive.
It was gorgeous.
A lot of the time it feels like an observation piece. I felt truly immersed into this.
It smelled.
Yeah,
I kept talking about the smell.
It's the one sensory thing where you're like, wow, I feel like I can taste this in some way.
Yeah. Like, if you ever traveled somewhere that is in a rough way, the thing you notice, I notice first is the smell, and then that immediately turns into a lack of touch, and that immediately turns into, like, a sense of apprehension. Like, for me, the smell starts it, and I felt that watching this, which is a great success to a 2D experience. Like, I'm sitting in a very nice place, and the whole time I was like, I feel sticky. Like, and I love that.
But even the cyberpunk type score that they had here, it would feel like it could be playing in the building.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like over the
Yeah. It didn't just feel like the score for the movie. It felt like this could be coming from the speakers within the building.
And it wasn't distracting when there was like sensory overload in a bad way.
No, that's
it just
what I mean.
made me pulled in more.
Yeah. I think if they did it today, they could probably enhance some of the gunplay. You know,
Sure. This was what, 11 years ago?
Yeah. It's still really cool, and I love the gore. I love the violence. And
it was gory.
It was squeamish.
I got nauseous twice.
Sometimes a little cartoony, but I think it
I
helps.
I allowed for it.
It allows for some of those slow-mo shots.
And everyone was like so good at. Sounds like a dumb note. They were just so good at acting. Like there was no like weak link. Like I loved Domhnall. No. I loved that the supporting characters got their little moments, but nobody had the like. No more dead cops. Like there was no one ruiner of the tone.
Yeah, they managed to invert a lot of tropes with like a lot of these characters are archetypes that you would probably predict would be in the story like this, like the guy, like the hacker for the security system. But I love how the background of him was a truly someone who was taken advantage of. Like,
and we got to love her more because of that. I love that they gave us
Olivia,
a moment of redemption for Olivia because we're following this girl that's in duress and so empathetic, and they give her the arc that we need someone to have as an eyeline.
That's such a great complimentary type of character
to just Dredd.
Yeah,
in a movie called Dredd.
Yeah, for a guy who is so, and I love the aptness of that, where you do feel like the character is Dredd, but the movie is such a Dredd heavy tone.
Yeah, I'm so impressed.
But it's not like a slog or slow. Dredd is usually like the emotion of it feels like really slow and very deliberate.
Within 5 minutes, we were like.
Yeah, and while this takes its time, the dread is so palpable. I love it. Man, great sense of atmosphere throughout. But I love the dynamics and the hacker guy, Lena Headey, Even the use of Dredd, everyone had a great inverse of it. Even what is that actor's name? He's in Creed and Remember the Titans. The dude who was like
the Luke Cage.
Yeah.
I didn't catch his name on the credits.
Forgot
Actually.
his name.
He's fantastic. He's so good at. I hated him, and I usually love him.
And he's such a great actor, generally. And even that character is another one that would have just been a cliche, sleazy guy who probably mouths off the most generic shit.
Right.
I'm like, man, they even bring a lot of difference to him. I guess when everyone was recommending this movie, the last thing I was expecting was to be walking away going, the writing of this is so good.
Same.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to have fun. It's going to be an action movie.
I thought it was just going to be a cool movie. That's all I thought it was going to be.
And like, like the one I think we really enjoyed recently was Extraction. I had a great experience, but I'd never be like, the writing in Extraction. You know what I mean? Like, I did not expect that to be the takeaway today of like, this is such a taut and tightly written thriller.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so impressed. Like, I'm definitely going to recommend this to everyone because I wish there was another one.
And when you got in a day and age where writers are fighting for something and actors are fighting for something,
This shows what you can
This
get.
shows you why you got to pay them. Well, because goddamn,
Alex Garland.
the writing and the acting is phenomenal in this film.
I'd love if more writers got the reputation that actors get for like the consistency of their work, and Alex Garland is absolutely one of them. Like when I hear Alex Garland, I go, yes, please. And when writers can make things like this, I mean, he did Ex Machina. He did, what did he do right after Ex Machina?
Annihilation.
I know. Yes, Annihilation. Right now he's got a show,
Men.
Devs.
He did
He did Men.
Men, yeah.
Devs is a show right now with Nick Offerman.
Is that A24?
I believe so. But
Maybe
yeah,
that's an option here.
Oh.
We should add on to the list.
I would
here.
love that. I also haven't seen Devs, but I don't know if that's A24. Probably not. But I can say that Annihilation is another great use of sound. Like the Annihilation. Have you seen Annihilation?
Yeah.
The way they manipulate sound to make you like physically uncomfortable while Natalie Portman's going through some of her like disorientation.
Yeah.
I got some of that here.
Well, I think this was the first one he
ever was a part of, I imagine.
that he directed. Without him getting the credit,
It sucks so much because it's so good.
It's kind of akin to Bohemian Rhapsody,
right?
How there's an actual like guy who like, oh, this guy's really directed
making this movie.
But we gotta say Bryan Singer did it,
And especially for an Oscar movie like that, what a bummer. What a hard thing to watch happen.
Yeah.
And like I actually, the only thing that made this possible to watch it here to react with you is had I seen directed by Alex Garland, I would have seen this.
Yeah.
So like the one good thing is because I never knew it was Alex Garland, I didn't catch it. Because, man, that was sensational.
That was sensational. All fronts, man. That was great. That was fantastic.
That was a clean 4.5 stars for me. Like, I really loved that, which is a 9 to 9.5 for the 10 scalars. Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Tired now.
I can't believe we don't have a sequel.
I'm so upset.
I mean, it must have flopped hard.
I can't even imagine because it was so good. Also, it's got a 7.1 on IMDb, and that's just not
I think Judge Dredd probably had such a negative effect on it.
Yeah. Because it wasn't.
And Karl Urban isn't exactly even now, like he's more of a household name now than before. But
yeah, The Boys might be the only way we ever get Dredd too.
2012, Karl Urban was like
post Lord of the Rings.
Who's that guy? Yeah.
What else had he done at that point?
Yeah, there's not really like Lena Headey was probably the biggest name.
Yeah,
at the time.
And I think Olivia Thirlby probably was because of Juno. It's probably why they kept her helmet off.
Yeah.
We got Olivia Thirlby here. All right, show her.
Yeah, because this was just relying on the IP of Dredd. Which is 2012 was like that was the year of comic book movies.
Oh, this is the year Avengers came out.
This is Avengers.
Pre-superhero fatigue might have also hit.
Yeah.
Pre-superhero fatigue might have been like, oh, another one?
Yeah, it's one of those. Like whatever the year the Hellboy reboot came out, this is like that.
This is that.
It's got lost in the shuffle.
But it's also rated R, which didn't help it.
Exactly, yeah. I do wonder now if, I mean, the cult fan base around this specific film has grown.
They should fucking do a Kickstarter. Raise $10 million. Make it.
Yeah, man, they should really try to get this going. Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe we can speak in the universe by liking and commenting on this video.
Close it out. Cole.
All right, we are going to do another action movie very, very soon. Please comment below what you want us to watch because I've been enjoying the hell out of this journey. Please do like, subscribe, and all those fun YouTube shenanigans, and share this, unlike you shared your love for Dredd when it was in theaters because clearly you didn't. But yeah, I love the hell out of this. These are always fun. I love watching action movies with Greg, especially stuff we didn't see. Apparently, Demolition Man is the Taco Bell of lore, according to the comments on Dredd 1. So if there's anything else in that vein, do let us know. And we'll see you guys very soon. And we appreciate the patrons as ever. We're getting into, what month is it? August?
Yeah.
Getting into August. So we'll be back with more stuff very, very soon. Much love.